As always, we always bring you our display every Thursday here on the show. And with me this morning is visual artist Ajibola Adekanbi, whose venture into art was born out of a need to document shared human experiences using paper strips. How are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Good to have you.
Yeah, it's good to be back here.
Okay, your work is fascinating, I must say.
Thank you.
Using paper, wood, and so many other
Junk,
recycled
basically.
materials. Fantastic. Great. Now, let's quickly talk about this one here on the couch, because, this was the first one that got my attention.
Okay.
You know, you have to actually look closely to realize that it's actually paper, manila paper, that you used in creating this artwork here. Talk to me how long this took to create this.
Now, this took me 2 days to make.
2 days?
Yes, 2 days.
And how did you come about the idea of using papers to, create art pieces?
Oh yeah, the origin actually was when I started art. Basically, I had difficulty getting the materials that I needed, so I had to make use of the things that were available at that point in time. So that was just it.
Okay.
So I had to make the best of it.
Okay, I want you to quickly tell me what was going through your mind at the time, because, a lot of artists are known to use either pens or pencils, to create their artwork. So what were you going through at that time, when you transitioned into using materials to actually make art, actual pieces?
The main thing for me was that I wanted to do art, but I didn't want to do something usual, like the regular thing.
Regular thing.
So I'm not used to doing the regular thing, so I tend to push myself to the boundary and just let me just see what I can do differently.
All right. Talking about pushing yourself, I am particularly fascinated by this, a talking drum, but it's made in an art piece, like it's beautiful. Talk to us about the materials that you used in creating this.
Yes, I used paper and fabric, basically. So that's matte board.
Is that paper?
Yes, paper.
Like everything?
No, paper and fabric.
Oh.
So the entire structure is made of paper. So the fabric is just the beautiful part. That's just the fabric.
You're joking. So I actually thought it was wood.
No, that's manila.
So how did you create the drumstick itself? Because how did you get it to stand, to fit properly on the drum itself? It's made of wood. It looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I'm blown away by it. Talk to me. How did you get it to
No, that's the magic.
That's the magic.
That's the magic.
Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the other art piece by the table over there. What inspired that particular artwork?
Okay. When I was making the artwork, I was thinking about the situation whereby you are at some point in your life where you are at the edge. So you're at a point like a brick, make or break point.
Okay.
So the title is Edge of the Universe.
Edge of the Universe.
Yes. So that's like a tipping point. So in one way, you feel like, wow, this is amazing. Yet you could still trip and fall. So it's a kind of delicate situation, but it's actually a very amazing feeling.
Now let's talk about some of the revelations that inspire some of the work that you do, because I hear that sometimes artists go on a journey, and in that journey of finding themselves and creating beautiful art pieces. Talk to us about some of those journeys that you have experienced and some of the revelations that you've been able to bring to life through your art pieces.
Okay, yeah. Because my story, my heart journey began as as a creative urge, basically. But eventually, due to the experiences I've had in life, with failure, success, and all that, so that's actually what shaped my art into what it is.
Okay.
So, like for example, I have a series I'm working on right now.
Okay. What's it called?
It's called Love and War.
Love and War.
So it's based on, okay, it's painful, but I had a breakup recently, so so it's prompted me to make a nice artwork. So I started doing that in collaboration with one of my friends, my very good friend, Dokas Azan.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully it's actually very interesting, because one thing about art is that you there's no boundary, so you keep pushing and pushing. So there's no limits at all.
Okay, I'm looking at the screen right here. I see some very beautiful art pieces as well. Look at that one. That's a beautiful vase. Oh, this one I really, really love. Talk to us about that one.
Oh, that's called makoko.
Makoko
Yes.
in pieces. 'Cause it looks like a puzzle that you're trying to put together.
Yeah, it tells the story of an environment where that's neglected basically, whereas much could be achieved, much could be gained from such environments if the resources, the humans, the kids, the children who are over there, if they can be honest. So that's the story.
Oh, that's beautiful. You created that one.
Yes.
What did you use? What
no,
did you use?
That's as a real trumpet.
Oh, okay, okay. But I particularly like the box underneath.
And that's the case.
Trumpets.
The case.
Okay, what's that? What fabric are those?
That's imbroglio.
Say that again.
Imbroglio.
Imbroglio.
States whereby you are confused, like you have so many things to say, yet you're unable
You don't
to say
know how
anything.
to express it, and you just put all of them together.
That's it.
Fantastic. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, quickly, let's talk about this particular artwork here. The ones you used with wood. Looks like wood scraps. Talk to us about that.
That's incursion.
Say that again.
Incursion.
Incursion.
Yes,
Okay.
basically. So that's like a situation whereby something different, like something new begins to encroach the environment. So
Okay.
it could be positive or negative, but it depends on the particular state of mind you are in at that point in time and how you intend to handle it.
Now, let's talk about some of the responses to your artwork because they're pretty distinct, right? Let's talk about some of the responses. Has it been good? Has it been positive? Has it been lucrative?
Yeah, what? I have to be sincere. Art in Nigeria is not as appreciated as it ought to be. But the reality is that since I started, initially people dismissed my work as craft.
Okay.
But now, the reception is amazing.
Oh,
Because when people see it, one thing about me is that when people see my works, I'm annoyed when people just praise the talent, but wow, this guy is creative. No. What do you really feel about the art?
Yeah, you want every artwork to speak to every
So,
individual.
but the moment the more I learn, the more I grow, the more I'm able to express myself, the better it is for me.
I see the passion in your work, and I'll say well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this morning and your beautiful art pieces. Wishing you all the best.
Oh, thank you so much.